Greetings, explorers! Whether you are a new viewer or an old viewer, I am Betsy.
I'm John.
And today, we're not in the North Country.
We're north of the North Country, north
That's
of the
right.
border.
We're in the country north of our country. We are in Canada, and we are about to go up the CN Tower. Actually, my first time up the CN Tower ever, I think.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever been either.
Yeah. And we are going to do the EdgeWalk. What does that mean?
That means you go all the way to the top of the CN Tower, and you walk around where that bulge is. You know, they have like a restaurant and stuff up there. And on top of that, you can walk the edge, hang your toes over the edge. You're secured with ropes. It's going to be pretty scary. It's like 1,100, 1,200 feet up above the ground.
That's right, 116 stories.
You can see a long, long way. The curvature of the earth, you're up so high.
Yes, so I'm nervous. Are you nervous?
I'm nervous too.
So we're going to see what's going to happen here. We cannot record up there, but they will be recording for us.
And we'll have to put that in the video here.
Yeah, so
it's
we're
gonna be pretty
really,
awesome.
really excited. It's a Guinness World Record hands-free height. So, yeah.
All right, let's go. Let's go check it out.
It's highly advisable to pre-purchase your tickets for the EdgeWalk. Our entire day was sold out by the time it was our turn to go. And then you can also bypass any line that might be waiting for tickets to go up the CN Tower. You can just tell them you're here for the EdgeWalk. They'll let you through to security. You can proceed through this amazing gift shop and go right to the EdgeWalk area to sign in, which is what we did. It wasn't super busy this day, but the EdgeWalk was sold out. We purchased our tickets in advance. They were $199.99 Canadian per person. And we made our way to the EdgeWalk area. We filled out the waivers, and then it was just time to wait. So what they do is when it's your time, so we signed up for 11:30. At 11:30, they took us back into a room. We had to lock up all of our valuables. We had to take off rings, earrings, necklaces, watches, all kinds of jewelry, anything that might fall off. They give you a jumpsuit to put on, and then they put on your harness. I was a little bit nervous, obviously, because you're almost 1,200 feet in the air, but they checked our harnesses 6 times, and it was multiple people checking the harnesses. So by the time we were ready to walk out, we felt very safe. Also, where we had lost any ability to record anything else, they even made sure the glasses we were wearing, that they didn't have recording devices in the glasses. So they were going to record everything for us. And I have to say, when we got down from our amazing experience, they let us know the recording didn't come out. We do have some still shots that they gave us, which is kind of like a stop motion video. So we will put that in here. I'm also going to use some video from the observation decks because obviously we don't have any from when we were out. So once we're all harnessed up, they took us up the elevator to the area above where this video is showing right now. And we had our harnesses checked again. We were strapped in with 2 different lines. One was a static line in the front, and then in the back it was more like a seat belt, so that it had the ability to stretch, but should there be a sudden movement, it would jerk tight like a seat belt. And then it was time for us to go out on our EdgeWalk. And right now I'm going to put in what we got as a video from the end of our trip out on the EdgeWalk on the CN Tower. This is slowed down, but first the guide walks out and kind of does a welcome, and then there were 6 of us in the group. That's a maximum. They walk us all out, and there are different challenges we have to do. So the first one is called Toes Over Toronto, and the goal is to just put your 10 toes over, let go of your rope, and enjoy the view being almost 1,200 feet above the city skyline. So we each took turns doing that. It doesn't show everybody, obviously, because it is just stop motion pictures. But once we all did that, we looked out and around, and you do make your way all of the way around the top of the CN Tower as you do this. The next challenge that we did was to sit down in our harness, back up, straighten our legs once our feet were half hanging off of that platform, and just leaning back into the harness and enjoying the view both above and below us. I thought I would be scared, but it really was fun. It was neat to see how many roofs have pools on top. The next challenge after we all did this was to come back in And then instead of leaning backwards over Toronto, you walk almost to the end, you stretch out your static rope and you lean into it, and it's kind of like flying like a superhero way up over the city of Toronto. It was really incredible. We had such a good time. We had such a fun group. We had 2 birthdays in the group that were being celebrated actually. And it was just a lot of fun. We could not have asked for a better day. We could see all the way to Niagara Falls, New York. It was absolutely incredible. We cannot recommend it enough. After about 30 minutes outside, it's time to head back in, and your trip around the CN Tower on the EdgeWalk is over. Your ticket with the EdgeWalk does get you access to both the main observation deck, and then 33 stories above where the EdgeWalk was is the high observation deck. That also gets you access with your EdgeWalk ticket. So later in the day, we came back and we did look around the observation decks. We went to the main one, which was that huge bulge we were walking above, and then the one that was 33 stories above. So we will show some footage of that too, because while it was a little bit of a letdown after being outside, it's still really, really incredible. This has been a lot of fun. I can't believe we're 33 stories taller or higher than we were when we were out on the edge of this building.
Yeah, we're up a lot higher.
Yeah.
Quite the view.
Yeah, it's really awesome. We had a great time. We had a great time on the EdgeWalk. Devastated that our video that they were supposed to take did not come out, but... And somehow the rest of that video did not record. But thank you for watching. We cannot recommend this EdgeWalk experience enough. It was so incredible. Make sure to like and subscribe and follow us on Instagram and Facebook, and we'll see you on the trails.